What's up, guys? Today we're going to get some work done on Chris's CRX. If you'd watched the last video, which you can click in the upper right corner here, I'm going to link that. We spent some time getting this car completely ready with the motor installed, and we got it running that day. So now we're going to keep moving forward. He has a bunch of parts we're going to work on, from new brake lines, looks like a camber kit, new rack and pinion on the table over here. He's going to get it all ready. I'll kind of give you a quick glance of what he still wants to get done on this car. Here's a handful of the parts he's throwing on. Got the max speed rods, traction bar, and coilovers. Got a new rack and pinion, some DNA compensator arms, some mirrors similar to what I have, a handful of suspension parts, including new front LCAs, some eBay LCAs, got some Hawk pads. What's in this thing? All your rotors. Rear rotors, front rotors. Aero catch hood pins. Camber kit, also by RDT. And Skunk 2 cambered kit for the front. So we're going to get started. Try to knock out as much as possible. We'll take you along the way as we get most of these parts installed. I don't know if we'll get everything installed today, but we're going to do as much as possible.
Can I borrow these just
The what? Yeah, of course.
well?
Yeah.
There. Oh, and I bought that tool to change inner tie rods.
Oh yeah?
If you need it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna do them on the SIRs.
Nice.
Things like seized on.
Which one is it?
The sway bar.
Got it. Bit better. Bigger. That's the one I usually smack on. Ready?
Shit.
Do the other one. That was easy.
What the fuck?
One solid hit, dude.
I've never seen any of them come out that quick.
Sometimes you can get it like that. That's why I tried like nailing it. See if I can get this one too. One solid one. Not that time. It moved a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
4.
Four solid.
Perfect.
5 total.
They were just terrible. Not good at all. This one has the screws in it too, like they just...
Oh, they just ripped it up?
Mangled it, yeah. Nice screwdriver.
Oh, it's because they probably messed up the screw, huh, or something?
Maybe. That or they just couldn't get it loose. Like that's not an easy one to get loose.
Yeah, like this one's gonna be harder.
Use this.
Do you have a different side?
It might work. No, I broke it. Try it though.
This one?
Yeah, it might fit a little bit. Was it too big?
Yeah, I think it's too big too.
Let me see. Try it. Just try it anyway.
Yep, we got it.
Yes, sir. So we knocked out new bearings and the new hubs. Wheel bearing tool made quick work of the installation and removal of the bearing. And to get the hub removed, I always just use that method where I set it up on a couple 2x4s and then use a socket and smack it out. The first one came out in very first hit. Second one only took about 4 times to hit it, and they both came out very easily on this particular set.
I think these are just flying out.
Lined up on top, yeah. Almost done, just on that side. Here. It's because this is the tweaked one, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there should be some right there.
Yeah, I see that. I think it's in now. Let me just do this. Hold it, snug.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. With the knuckles completely finished, we're gonna keep moving on. We just figured it was smart to do that first. While Chris works on getting the header off, he's gonna start working on changing the rack. I can't really help him underneath, so what I'm gonna do is just work on getting the front cross member off so we can get that traction bar put on and start with replacing that front lower control arm. Same with the sway bar bushing end links as well. You getting a traction bar? Allows me to keep my traction bar. You're gonna need those other bolts. Do you have any of these?
Oh no, I'll have to go to the hardware store.
Yeah, maybe we can. There was like one at the junkyard when I was there. I should have looked. I need to put on my list of. This guy needs a battery. He's dead. This guy. No, this guy.
Oh, right.
Now everything is finished off. Everything's tightened up. Except for the lower control arm. Once we get that on the floor, we will tighten those up just to avoid stressing the bushings out since they're just replacement rubber. Finished up a few small things from the last video with the throttle cable on, the radiator overflow, fixed the battery cables. They were a little bit, they weren't the best that we had on there. We're trying to check if we can get this fan kicking on. Got it idling, temperature's climbing. We want to see if it potentially works. If not, we maybe need to change one of the relays. Or probably not the switch. I think we changed the switch on this engine when it was in the silver CRX. We're trying to finish that up. I think that's where we're going to leave off for today. I'll pick up this video when we get outside here again and start working on the remainder of just mainly the rear suspension and cleaning up, trying to button up the mess of stuff we have in the back of the car and just trying to get it put back together as a whole. We'll see you guys then. Just go straight. There you go. Today Chris is going to work on the back of the CRX, swap out the coils, compensator arm, wheel bearing, everything else we can potentially get done today. Semi-respectable. I mean, you also need a bell. This is essentially it, huh? This piece and then
just the brakes,
and then just start tinkering around with it.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. We're real close.
I'm sure as soon as we get the brakes done, we can take it for a little cruise.
Yeah. Or probably need to heat it more. Yeah. In far enough?
I think.
Chris is on the home stretch here, finishing up the last trailing arm. That looks good, dude. And that's pretty much it for this car. Once he gets that arm back on, we're gonna bleed the brakes, add the fluid, we haven't done that. And hopefully try to take it for a drive today. We're having some issues with the shift linkage. Like it's sitting too far back. Like this right here is neutral, and we cannot figure out why it's sitting too far back when it came directly off another 88 CRX. We checked the shifter bushing itself back here, and then we checked both the connections at the front, and it's just sitting at a weird angle. You're still able to shift it into gear fine, but we'll try to mess around with that, maybe throw a different shift linkage on, and then he's gonna just clean up some of this interior, and we'll see if we can get it driven around the block today. Go for it. Chris and I just finished bleeding it. He started it up. He's gonna put his wheels on, and we are gonna take it for a spin, see how it feels. Hopefully everything checks out. We still need to verify the fan is working. That hasn't kicked on for us yet. All the rear suspension is now complete. Stainless lines. Got the energy bushings in. Got snow camber kit, max speed rods, coilovers, eBay lower control arms. This definitely is a bunch of eBay parts, inexpensive build. Should hold up just fine for the power level of this little single cam. It's not doing anything crazy having this in here. Should be fun though. Right there. Feels fine?
Feels okay.
Of course the suspension's all like jacked up. Brakes.
Feel weird.
would stay off that street. Turn right here. There's your brakes. Oh, it's because they're new. Just because they're... So after the first drive, everything feels all right. Of course, the suspension is way off. Different heights. Chris is working on tightening up all the LCA bolts now. I told him to leave those a little bit loosened. Of course, we didn't preload them and tighten them up when they were on the car. He's going to finish that up. And I think the next step is just cleaning this car up a little bit. Getting rid of some of the stuff back here. We have a check engine light for the O2 sensor, which isn't a big deal. I don't think we even have it plugged in. It's idling very well. Brakes feel a little shoddy after replacing them with new pads, EBC up front, and went Hawk in the rear. So I think an alignment will be next, get that settled, and then it might be decently time to go. He's gonna have to put some miles on the clutch over the next 2 weeks. Hopefully he has enough if we can get it out to the track. But keep you guys updated if we do. I think that's it for today. Not really much else we're gonna work on. Thanks for tagging along, guys. We'll see you next time. Good luck, dude. Be careful out there. Have fun.
Thank you, sir. Do we need her? I don't think we need her seatbelt yet, right? We got it up. Oh, not yet. I'll put it up just in case. Oh yeah, I gotta set the track. Add it. Oh yeah, you sit there. Where's my helmet?
The tires weren't warming up, or you're gonna have to change the pressure.
Like lower the pressure?
Yeah.
Too wet.
Maybe just a pound or two. But yeah, 32, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just go to 30. See how it goes. We'll check them right now when they're hot. See how high they went up.
Okay.
Chris just took it out for his first session and no issues. Rubbing a little bit and the driver rear, but the fenders, we didn't have time to roll them. But one spin out, I have a little bit of that footage. I'll either have it before or after this clip. 0 issues so far. Gonna see if he can survive the rest of the day. We'll get a little bit of time trial footage. We'll wrap this video up. I could see it from back there when it was like leaning, like crooked.
I thought it was just a shift blanket.
Yeah? At 115-ish, 130? Yeah, it should be okay. We're not going to be punching it now. If you're just going to drive it home, it might vibrate a little bit, but let that Loctite harden up as it dries right now. And then I would test it right now, just see if you can drive it. Say it is what it is. You know, yeah, aftermarket would be good. I bet. So Chris ended up dropping his motor mount. Maybe the bolts backed out, maybe they weren't tight enough. We swear they were, but either way, it backed out and he ended up breaking an axle. It essentially just popped out of the boot. He was able to put it back in. He's been working on it. So he's gonna try test driving it just that way we can just get it home, not having to get it towed out of here.
And so we made it home safe. Towing the cars home can be a pain in the ass. I've done it once before and it just took up most of my night. Glad that we didn't have to do that. I don't know where and what his direction is next for that car. He really wanted to throw it together and he didn't spend a whole lot of money with the parts that you guys have seen in these last 2 videos. It'll be cool if he continues to maybe build it into something better with maybe more power. I don't know where his direction is headed, but I'll definitely help him out if he decides to. Glad that he saved the CRX though. It was pretty inexpensive and honestly in anyone else's hands it may have just been junked and who knows where it would have ended up, but it's cool that he got it running again and it's even getting driven harder than most cars are driven, so that's a plus I think for us. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. We will catch you soon and thanks for watching guys. Take care.